So this year brought some major disappointments for the city in terms of economic development. The plans for the food port were terminated, and Walmart backed out of a long-planned effort to build a store at 18th and Broadway. And so just when it seemed like your West Louisville economic development plan was on the ropes, you got news that the federal Housing and Urban Development Department would grant nearly $30 million to the city to spur the revitalization of the Russell neighborhood. So I want to know, like, just tell us specifically, where were you when you got that news? I want to kind of get, like, how you respond to that. What were you doing when you heard that this long worked for plan was coming to fruition?
Yeah, those projects you talk about, we've been working on anywhere from 2 to 4 years. So those were our three big projects this year for West Louisville. I was sitting at my desk, I think it was on a Wednesday afternoon before the Monday announcement, and the word came in that HUD wanted to schedule a press conference on the following Monday with us, and HUD normally doesn't schedule a press conference to give bad news, and so we had major high fives in my office because this is something that the residents of Russell, we had over 80 meetings with the residents of Russell talking about how they envision the future of Russell. The Louisville Metro Housing Authority, Tim Berry and his team, our team at Metro Government, Louisville Forward and Develop Louisville spent tens of thousands of hours on this. And this particular project, the Russell Neighborhood Project, is going to lever up to be over $200 million. So it'll be the biggest investment in West Louisville in decades, if not a half century. So it by far was the biggest one of those. And it was really gratifying to me for all the people on our team and the residents of Russell had worked so hard on this thing. So where it's located, you know where it's at, right across 9th Street, and people refer to the 9th Street divide, which I regret they refer to it that way in our city because people live on both sides of 9th Street are great people. This initiative hopefully not only is going to redo Russell, but turn that so-called divide into a bridge with the rest of the city.
So we talk about revitalization, transformation, bridges over the 9th Street divide. Those are big, ideas. I want to ask how you manage the expectation here, because we've seen decades of neglect, which has led to crime and blight and poverty in the Russell neighborhood and in the neighborhoods surrounding there. So how do we kind of keep those expectations in check and not let people get ahead of themselves here?
Well, when you think about West Louisville, the decline really started almost 80 years ago with the flood of 1937. So this has been a long process. So the way that you manage expectations is you involve people. As a matter of fact, HUD would not have given us this grant if they did not see the tremendous community involvement. So it's involvement both with the vision, but then the execution of it as well. And it's not just for Russell, but the surrounding neighborhoods will benefit from it as well. So, for example, residents of Russell that want to be part of the reconstruction of Russell or be involved with case management have an opportunity to do so. So they will be involved in the actual reconstruction of Russell as well. And then it's just constant communication. So that will be a big part of this program from here until 7 years from now when it will be completed.